We are live. Good morning. How are you? How are you doing? Come on in. I hope you slept well. I hope everybody got plenty of rest, slept in for the Saturday morning. And now we are just getting ready to make a little breakfast late. Okay? I'm just going to give it a few minutes and allow some people to come on in. All right, y'all. Welcome, 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 welcome in. Just giving it a few minutes, allow some people to come in, making some breakfast, some late breakfast, y'all. I'm just gonna go ahead and slice up, start working here as we got people coming in, and just putting a little something together, y'all. Nothing big, just getting a little breakfast together here. Just putting some. We'll do a little bit of potatoes and onions. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm just slicing up the potatoes, y'all. Welcome in. See what I got going on. No, it's been a little while since I been live, y'all. So just want to let y'all see what I got going on. So I'm just slicing up some potatoes, making some little squares here. And they were just getting cold, and I'm like being in there for when I got ready to make these potatoes. So if you're going to slice up potatoes, I just want to say to you that you may want to make sure they're under cold water to keep them from turning, because if you, the air will turn your potatoes brown. You can see a little bit of discoloration coming on here because I've been kind of doing stuff and I left them uncovered, but they're still good. So that's what we're doing. We're just going to be making a little bit of breakfast this morning. I hope everyone had the opportunity to sleep in on this Saturday, such as I. I just want to thank everybody for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And if you're here, let me know you're here. Tell me hello. It's like I always say, my mom always told me when you enter a room, you let people know you there. You just don't come in and sit down. Y'all let me know you're here. Hello, good morning. How's everybody doing? See what I'm doing? I'm just slicing up some, no specific way, just chopping up some potatoes to make a little bit of fried potatoes with onions. I think that was maybe one. I think this was just one large potato, or maybe two, I forget. It looks like it's probably was like 2 potatoes that I used here. Make it pretty simple here. All right. Funny guy, hello, welcome to the channel. I appreciate you for joining me. Thank you. All right. Like again, Yes, we're in here and we're just going to make a little breakfast, getting some breakfast together. And I haven't went live in a little while, so I said, well, let me go ahead and turn the camera on. I slept in, and so I got some things to do now, but I said, let's go live. I miss you guys. I haven't talked to a lot of you, haven't been on here in a little bit, so I'm like, it's time. Let's get back on live. I've been lifing, y'all. Been doing some traveling and handling some business, y'all. How's everybody doing this morning? Have you had your breakfast yet? When I cook, y'all, I usually cook enough. Usually it's more than just one day. But right now, I'm just chopping up these potatoes, and I'm going to get these potatoes and onions on. Then I'm going to show y'all another simple dish I like to do. It's like almost like a quiche, or some egg bites. I guess you would call them egg bites is what it is. And I'll show you what I'm getting ready to do with that in just a second. I just want to get these potatoes out the way, and I'm just about done with that. Well, getting them chopped up anyway. Evans, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you. And good morning to you. Okay, so we got our potatoes chopped. All chopped up here and in the bowl. Now I'm just going to chop up some onions so we can go ahead and get that to cooking. Let's see, I failed to grab something out of the cabinet, so just a second here, y'all. Get a little bit of oil down because we're getting ready to put that on. So now I'm just going to chop up this onion. Not quite a whole onion is what I'm going to use. I'll just chop it up real quick here, y'all. Try to chop them up, not too big. All right, y'all. How's everybody doing? Kay Morton, Evans, everybody, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. Just in here doing a late morning breakfast. Got to sleep in. It's Saturday, and I hope you did. Please remember to thumbs up the video, hit that like, send some hearts, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Okay, y'all? But we're just going to get ready getting some breakfast in. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and turn this skillet on. See, I'm turning on that skillet. And I'm going to have, to those onions and potatoes, I'll put them in, but I'm going to put a little olive oil in my skillet, okay? Not much, just enough to coat the bottom, y'all. Just enough to coat the bottom. Don't want that to cook too high. Okay, so that's what we did with those potatoes and onions. We got those a cooking. Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. So we got that out the way. Now I want to share with you guys one of these very simple things that I like to do for breakfast. And it's like egg bites is what it pretty much is. And I have a muffin sheet that I use. Not sure how many of you often make your breakfast using a muffin pan? That's what I'm doing this morning. Make easy, they're like egg bites. And what I do, what we're using today, we go ahead and coat each of the, with the Pam. Each of them, we just spray a little Pam in there. Make it easy. Just oiling them. Okay. And you guys, what I'm going to be putting, I'll show you what I got now. Let me just show you what we're using today. We have some eggs. We have some turkey. This is just turkey lunch meat. This is going to be my cup in there, and I'll show you just how I'm going to do it. Doesn't take long for this process. We do just have some cheese. This particular cheese is just Mexican style shredded cheese. You can use whatever kind you want, mozzarella, cheddar, whatever you use, just some sliced cheese. I'm using what I got. We're going to put a little spice in it, so we're going to use a little salsa in it today. And then I like to put these some dried chives. I will be putting these in there as well, just for a little dressing over the top. And I'll tell you, I do different things, but this is what we're going to be adding in today. Turkey, egg, cheese, and a little salsa. And then just for a little flavor, we're going to use a little bit of this Einstein, everything bagel mix. That's just for a little flavor in it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get the turkey. This is how we first start with our turkey. Usually just take a couple pieces of turkey and put down in there in the middle, and I'm going to show you exactly. I'll put the camera on so you can see what I'm doing. I love these little bites because what happens with these little bites is I can put them in the refrigerator. I don't have to cook them. We don't have to eat them all that day. I'll put them in a little tray and put them in the refrigerator, and we'll grab them as we go. Okay? So let me try and show you what we're doing here. Okay? All right. So I'll take a slice of meat like this. Normally I go ahead and put it in there. I'm going to fold that because it's kind of big. So I'll fold it. And I'll put it down into the cup, y'all. Sorry, you guys, I needed to come over here and stir my potatoes. That's going to kind of cook a little slow for me. All right, y'all. So we're going to continue on making our little egg bites. Egg and meat. Okay. I don't know if you've never tried this. This is something you might want to try. I love doing this because, like I said, I'll make these and we'll have them for a few days or for the week, however long they last, because usually I grab like 2 of them. And that's what we'll eat. Welcome to the channel, Love Bug. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Alrighty, so we are now going to go ahead and put in our eggs. So the first thing I did, of course, was get my oil. I oiled my pan, and I then put in my meat. That's the first thing I like to put in. Now we're going to put in some eggs. So, okay. I've already turned on my oven. I actually have it heating up at 385. That's what I'm going to bake these at. Okay, so we got our eggs in there. Allow me just a second to wash off my hands here a little bit. Okay, so y'all can see what we have here. We do have the eggs in here. So now what I'm going to do, just a second here, and let's see if we can get some salsa going. Okay. Well, before I do my salsa and cheese, I'm going to go ahead and put my seasonings on. I'm going to use a little black pepper, and I'm using some sea salt. And like I told you guys, I was going to use that bagel topping just for flavor in here. So let's go ahead and put just a little bit on each of these. I don't know if you guys ever tried this, but this is good stuff, yeah. Really good, I like it. And now I'm just gonna put a little bit of sea salt. little bit of black pepper on each. And the reason why I'm doing the seasoning now is because I want to kind of get it in between, so make sure everything, every bite gets a little flavor in it. So that's why I'm doing it now and not at the end. Okay. All right, so that's my seasoning for that. So now I said I wanted to just put a little bit of salsa. I think I'm going to get a teaspoon for that. Get in there. And I'm just going to dab a little bit on each one, you guys. Try not to get my cup too full, y'all. Again, my name is Mamie. This is Mamie's Channel. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button. All right. And the notification button so you can be notified when I put out another video. Sometime I'm putting out videos, sometime I'm going live because it's Saturday morning. I figured I would join you guys. It's been a little while. So I wanted to kind of invite you in. Okay? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Please hit that like button and let me know you're here. Okay? So we got some salsa in there. And if you guys don't mind, I'm going to come over here to these potatoes. It's on this. I'll bring you with me. I'm over here at the stove again. Got my onions and potatoes cooking. See what's going on. They're browning. Sometimes I do put some peppers in here, but I'm using what I got today, so I ran out of peppers. So there's no right or wrong to what you're making or what you're putting in your product. Okay? You put what you choose. Now we're going to put some cheese on here so we can get these in the oven, and then I'll go ahead and start trying to get some seasonings on that on my potatoes. So you can see what I'm doing now. I'm just putting a little cheese on them. And of course, you put as much cheese as you choose on yours. I like going live with you guys. I mean, you get to see if I make a mistake or if something happens, you get to feel it, you know. I love going live. I could edit and record, but sometimes, and I do sometimes, but usually I'm going to give it to you raw. It's cooking. You don't make no mistakes. If you make a mistake, it's just a learning. Use it as a learning example. You know what I mean? No shame in the game. We are not chefs, but you know, you do the best you can. You got to feed your family. Got to feed yourself. Y'all, I got more cheese in the freezer, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish up this little bit, this bag, because it wasn't a full bag. Okay. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate you asking. White, I see you have a comment there. I'm trying to see your comments as I'm cooking. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. You can see what I'm doing. These are like egg bites is what these are like. And they just have, it's turkey. It has turkey, egg. And we have some seasonings in it and a little salsa in it. Just a nice little breakfast. It's like a little breakfast bowl. It's a miniature little breakfast bowl. I usually take a couple of those. And as the final, like I said, I would use the final thing topping on there is going to be chives. I'm just going to take a little bit just for, you know, the dressing of it. And for the flavor as well. These are dried chives. Sometime I may use something else. So I may use parsley. Could be fresh, but these are just dried chives. Okay. All right. So this is what we have. And I am not even going to worry about them. I cleaned it up a little bit, y'all, but it's going to be what it is. Like I said, when you're cooking, you ain't got to be a perfect chef to feed your family. You got to do what you got to do. And that's what we do at Mamie's Channel. So we've got those eggs. We're going to go ahead and put them in the oven, y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm telling you, let me move that around so you can see me a little better. I'm still having my first cup of coffee, so like I said, I slept in and it's been a day, so I'm cooking. I'm cooking and I'm trying to have my coffee. All right, so I'm going to bring you over here to the stove and we're going to go ahead and put some seasoning on my potatoes, okay? All right. You can see my potatoes been over here cooking the whole time. My potatoes and onions is what we have here. We just chopped up some onion and chopped up some potatoes. This is probably, I want to say, maybe 2 potatoes. That's how much this is. Now I like to season as I go. I just wait till they cook some and then I want to put my, you know, my salt and pepper on it. Again, we're just going in with some black pepper. And some sea salt. And I just keep stirring it. The key to making your potatoes is you continue to stir them. I really wish I did. I should have probably went and got some peppers for my onion, but it's okay. Just onion and potatoes. But I do like to put like some red and green peppers in it as well. It's going to make it pretty and it's going to make it very tasty. Okay, y'all allow me just a second to put some of this stuff away that I got out. Okay, you guys, I was just putting up some of the stuff, putting my eggs back in the refrigerator that I didn't use and all that stuff I had out. So I've got pretty much, we're just waiting on everything to come be done. I'm going to continue making these, stirring these potatoes as they're cooking. And my egg bites are in the oven cooking. So just want to ask anybody out there that's joined me. Well, hello, Dwayne. Thank you so much for joining me. Alda, thank you for joining me. Hello. Janet, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. We're just in the kitchen. We're making just a little late breakfast today. And what I've made today is some fried potatoes and onions. We got that going on, and we have some simple breakfast egg bites that I put together. Okay, and they're in the oven cooking now. If you just joining me, you kind of missed that whole, but you can go back and rewatch the video. Okay, if you ever go back and rewatch that video, very simple recipe, easy. I love to make it because when I make that recipe, when I put those together, I'm able to put, you know, we don't have to eat them all. I always try to cook more than I know I'm going to eat because I try to put it in the oven. After I put it in the oven and I cook them, I can grab like 2 of them at a time. That's what I eat. My husband might eat a little bit more than that, but maybe 3 or something. But we have them to just grab and go. So if you're on your way out the door, you're headed to work, or, you know, you don't have time to just sit down and make a breakfast, but you want to grab something really quick, throw it in the microwave, and take it. And they're little, you know, they're in the muffin pan. So I love those. If you haven't tried it, try it. You can use different things. Because I use turkey, I always use turkey for those because I don't eat pork, so I don't use the ham. But if I was still eating it, that ham would have been on time. But I don't eat the ham anymore, so I just eat the turkey, so I always use turkeys. But you can put in it whatever you choose. And we even spiced it up this time. So I'm really excited for them to come out. Let me just take a look. Yeah, they're coming along good. They're coming along pretty good there, y'all. So, like I said, you don't have to be a perfect cook. I'm not a chef, but, you know, I'm a chef to my family. And I come on here and I make mistakes on here. I love coming to you live because it's just me being real, and that's what I'm about. Being me, showing you what I do. Now that I'm empty nesting, I can take the time to do these kind of things versus when I had my children and they were at home. It would have been probably chaotic to try and do a live like this while cooking because, you know, when you got a family, you got to keep busy. I understand that. And yeah, let me show y'all those potatoes, how they looking. They looking pretty good, y'all. I think I'm just about done. This is like a good, you know, this is, I slept in and I am going to eat breakfast when I want to. That's what we doing today, y'all. And I just want to thank everybody for tuning in, for joining me. Again, like I said, my name is Mamie. This is Mamie's Channel. On Mamie's Channel, we do a little bit of everything on here. I do motivation and inspiration. Because I want to encourage you to live your best life. That is what I'm doing on my channel. As well as I'm cooking, I'm bringing you in my kitchen. And also, I am now living my life how I want to live it. And it's doing my passion. I've always liked traveling. So you'll see I have a lot of videos, and I'm now a travel advisor, a travel agent, a travel advisor. So that's the majority of what my stuff is on my page. But, you know, I'm always on the go. So if I'm not doing that, I'm in the kitchen trying to bring you some of this. So That's what I do here on Mamie's channel. So you get a little bit of it all. And I appreciate you for subscribing. Please hit that notification button so you can be notified when I drop videos. Thank you so much. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I know it's going to be hot, but I want to make sure my potatoes, they look good. Y'all see them, they looking good. But I want to make sure they're cooked all the way through. So I want to check them a little bit. I want to see if they, in a second here, I'm trying to see how that fork is, yeah. Let's see. Yep, they're done, they're good. I'm cooking them a little low because I wanted them to, be done by the time I get over to those eggs when I take them out the oven. Anybody sharing what they had for breakfast? Anybody want to share what they ate? Well, it's almost lunchtime. We're approaching that time, so anybody want to share? You see what we got going on. We're almost done, and I'll be able to share with you what the finished products do look like. I really do thank you guys for supporting me. I've been on YouTube now about a year, and I've been working on this channel, trying to become monetized. So I thank you all for tuning in. Those of you that have followed me and supported me, I really do appreciate you guys. I don't want to never be too busy or that I forget to say thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you communicating with me, making comments in here, on my videos. I appreciate it because you know what? We all here for, maybe you can teach me something or share something, or something you say may help someone else. So please continue to comment. Okay. I think we got this. Potatoes are pretty much done. I'm going to check. Now they're looking really good. I'm going to be bringing those out in just a minute or two. Okay, so you can see what we got. We're just about done with that. Let me turn those potatoes off because I... Let me see, what do I want to put on? Now those potatoes are done, and just to get some of the oil out of it, because you guys know I've been on a journey of being healthy, just to get some of that oil off of it. It's not a lot of oil because I only used a little bit, but just to pull it off, the rest of it off, I put it on a paper towel to absorb it, y'all. And that's what them fried potatoes are looking like, y'all. now, I'm going to get back in this oven and check on these eggs. Just a second here. Now you can see what those look like when they're done. I'm just going to double check them. Looks like they're done. So what I'm grabbing, I'm going to grab a toothpick because I want my egg, I like my egg cooked a little hard. And so I want to make sure, and if it's not, I'll just put it back in there for a minute. And I want to put it back in there for a minute. I get up under it and see. I can tell because I lifted it up, y'all. You can lift it up and you can see the egg is cooked on the outside, but the yolk is what I'm looking at. So what I want to do is put it back in for a couple of more minutes so that yolk will finish cooking, okay? So you take them out. You can see how they're looking there. But because I want my yolks done more, I'm going to put it back in for a couple more minutes. Okay, y'all. All right, so we're just about done here, y'all. I want to thank everybody for joining me. I appreciate you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and end the live. You guys see what they look like. Like I said, we just need to have a couple more minutes in there. I'll put up another video and just today I'll show you the finished product. I'll just go ahead and do that for you guys. It'll just be a short videos. I put out little short videos showing the dish, so you can look for that and it'll show you the final product, okay? I appreciate everyone for tuning in today. I hope you have an awesome weekend. I am excited because I got an awesome weekend planned for today because it's one of my grandson's birthday. So I'm going to be going to his party and I'm excited about it. Anytime I get time to spend with my grandbabies, I am overjoyed. So that's what we're doing today. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Y'all, I pray that you have a blessed day and a blessed weekend. And you guys go off and have an awesome day. And remember, please, please, please share your love with someone else because we all need it. Now, you guys take care. We will see you in the next video if you hit that subscribe, like, and notification button. All right, you guys, remember to give me those thumbs up. Y'all have a blessed one.